Excellent wrestling by Dory Funk Jr. Well, Ric Flair had to come through some hard times to keep that gold belt, to survive his battle with the Missouri State King, Dick the Bruiser. What a tremendous match it was. 35 hard, tough, bruising minutes. Flair took the first fall, the front rolling cradle. The Bruiser won the second stanza with the pile driver in the third fall. The Bruiser went for the pile driver, and Flair used that finesse, that scientific wrestling. Oh, Flair was going for the figure four. Funk cradles Flair, count of one, and then Flair pops free. Oh, a near pin there by Dory Funk Jr. on the world champion. And Flair complains that the count was too quick. As we were saying, when the Bruiser went for the pile driver in the third fall, Flair locked the arms of the Bruiser and surprised Dick with a back body drop. And some quick tags were made. Patera comes in, Dory Jr., knowing that Patera wants a piece of Blackwell. As soon as Blackwell was tagged in, Dory tagged Patera. Get it in, I'll slam you, says Patera. Blackwell taking a long look at Ken Patera. At any rate, back to Flair and the Bruiser, that back body drop, and followed by a beautiful bridge, was enough to hold the shoulders of the Bruiser down for a count of three. Sooner or later, Fatwell, I will get you, says Patera. Ken Patera, does he have eyes for Crusher Blackwell? Almost enough to make him forget about the fact that he has a golden opportunity because the world champion's in the same ring with him. He wants Blackwell so bad. Well, of course, he has that opportunity coming up one-on-one. He may never get that opportunity today, because I don't think Blackwell wants any part of Ken Patera. Well, the speculation has always been, here's Ken Patera, the man, the first man, the only man ever to lift more than 500 pounds overhead. Certainly he is someone who could body slam Blackwell. What an uppercut by Funk! Oh, what a pair of uppercuts by Dory Funk Jr. He lifts the world champion in a body slam by Dory Jr. Flair retreats to the corner. What a match. The type of match for which St. Louis and Wrestling at the Chase are famous. Flair forces Funk into the corner. Hard clout by Ric Flair. Dory Jr. spins him around with that uppercut. That's a legal blow. It's delivered with the forearm, and it's probably more effective than a fist would be, because Dory Jr. gets his full weight behind it, coming up from underneath. Oh, Flair with a knee to the stomach. He ducks underneath. He's going for the suplex.
5 minutes of the last, 15 minutes left.
Reverse rolling cradle. Here comes Blackwell, but his help wasn't needed. Patera sees Blackwell, and Patera going around the apron. He's after Blackwell again, and the referee cuts Patera off and chases him back to his corner. Ric Flair trying to regain his composure. With what is happening between Patera and Blackwell, with the fact that Dory Funk Jr. is Patera's partner, I think Ric Flair is just a little out of sorts, a little thrown off balance. There's just so much intensity and anger and fury in that ring right now. Headbutt by Blackwell drops Dory Funk Jr. Blackwell grabs the arm of Funk and piles him into that corner. Look out, here comes Blackwell! 472 pounds driven into the chest of Dory Funk Jr. by Crusher Blackwell. Elbow drop by Blackwell. Blackwell covers Funk. Patera's there with an elbow into the back of Blackwell. Patera's after Blackwell. And Blackwell rolls out of the ring to get away from Ken Patera. There's Patera after him again. He's going on to the crowd after him. Patera caught him on the apron. Patera pounding on Blackwell. Slams him into the apron. And the referees have to pull Patera and Blackwell. Look at Patera. Than any two referees have had in the middle of the ring in any match. Just trying to control Ken Patera. Oh, does he want a piece of Blackwell? There it is again in slow motion. Patera battering Blackwell outside the ring. And there's the referees trying to chase Patera back to the corner. Beautiful work by the crew here at KPLR TV. Dory Jr.'s arms are being held by Blackwell. That allows Flair to come in from the side. A chop to the throat by Ric Flair. An elbow smash to Funk's head. A blast to the stomach. Oh, Flair misses a big elbow. Dory Jr. flying cross body block. This could be it. 1, 2. Oh, the world champion gets away at the count of 2. Dory Funk Jr. rolled onto his shoulders, but only for a count of 1. Oh, what a wild one. Fireworks enough for you, Mick?
Oh, you're not kidding. This Patera, I'm telling you, he come out of dressing room fighting. He's ready, man. He wants a little bit of Crusher Blackwell.
Oh, and what a pairing that is. Think about it. The world's strongest wrestler, the first man ever to lift more than 500 pounds overhead, Ken Patera, against Crusher Blackwell, 470-plus pounds. Able to move around that ring like a lightweight, to throw drop kicks. Patera and Blackwell, two of the roughest, meanest, most violent men in wrestling today. Formerly friends, formerly allies, and right now they hate each other. The crowd's yelling, "Fatwell is chicken." Ken Patera has given Crusher Blackwell a new name, Fatwell, and the crowd is yelling, "Fatwell's chicken." Patera yells at Funk, "Tag me." You know why. He's in the ring with Blackwell.
You talk about July the 4th, man. This is it right here at Wrestling at the Chase.
It may never be the same. Blackwell leaning into the arm of Dory Jr. Oh, what a blast from Ric Flair to Dory Funk Jr. You know that Flair would love to come up with a victory today if he and Blackwell could win. Well, they're going to push both Dory Funk Jr. and Ken Patera down the ladder. So for Ric Flair, this is a very important match. Another chop levels Dory Funk Jr. Flair pulling back. He yells at Patera. He says, "Come on, big boy, if you're so tough." Funk reaching out for a tag. Patera up on the ropes. It'd be an illegal tag from there, and the referees would not allow it. The surfboard hold by Ric Flair on Dory Funk Jr. Dory might be able to muscle his way out of it. He's bigger than Flair. Dory Jr. trying to come over the top. Dory Funk Jr. The man who once held the honor that Ric Flair now possesses for more than 4 years. Jr. has the surfboard on Ric Flair. Jr. reversing that surfboard on the world champion. Flair crying out.
10 minutes have passed, 10 minutes left.
Dory Jr., perfect positioning. What an excellent wrestler Dory Funk Jr. is. He knows the psychology that goes on in that ring. That's why he was happy to take Ken Patera as his partner. Patera pounding on Flair. Oh, Flair gouges the eyes of Ken Patera. Flair with a kick to the stomach of Patera, an elbow to Patera's head. Patera trying to fight back, throws a forearm into the jaw. Patera whips Flair into the corner, up and almost over the top rope. Patera on top of the world champion, Ken Patera, standing on the throat of Ric Flair. Patera with a smash to the head, the crowd yelling at Fatwell's chicken. Oh, Patera misses. Patera missed, went through the ropes and hit the steel. Look at Blackwell screaming at Flair. Blackwell screaming at Flair, "Tag me." Flair grabs Patera by the hair. Patera may have been injured when he hit that steel ring post. Now Blackwell wants in that ring. Oh, Blackwell with a chop to the throat of Patera. How do you like that, tough guy? Yells Blackwell. Blackwell pounding on Ken Patera. Patera has been stunned after hitting the post. Blackwell lifts Patera. Body slam. Blackwell lines him up. Knee drop into the shoulder that hit that post. It's all over, says Blackwell. Patera muscles out. He rolled Blackwell right off the top, 472 pounds. Blackwell with another knee drop into the shoulder. Blackwell covers Patera, count of 2, and Patera manages to force his way out, calling on all the raw power that he has to avoid being pinned by Crusher Blackwell. but by Blackwell drops Patera. Patera stunned, hurt, groggy. Dory Jr. watching with worry all over his face, knowing that Patera needs a tag, but he's a long way away, and there's a diving headbutt from Blackwell. The things that man can do at that size. Count of two. Blackwell manages to get his shoulder up, and Blackwell can't believe that Patera is still hanging in there. Patera fighting back. He gouges the eyes of Blackwell. Blackwell misses with a punch. Patera fighting back. Patera pounding on Blackwell. Patera after Blackwell. Blackwell knocked to the ropes by Ken Patera. Tag made. Patera after Flair. Flair traps Patera in that corner. Uses the shoulder to the midsection. What a Donnybrook. Flair pounding on Patera. Patera knocked into the ropes. Blackwell strangles him. You want to try your luck, says Flair to Dory Jr. The referees try to keep Dory back in his corner. Flair ducking underneath Patera, going for the suplex. Oh, Flair has him straight up in the air. The world champion with a tremendous suplex on Ken Patera. The world champion covers Patera, and Patera bench presses Flair off. The power of that man is phenomenal. Patera needs a tag. Blackwell cuts him off and pulls him away from Dory Funk Jr. Crusher Blackwell with a front face lock on Ken Patera. Patera really had things going his way till he hit that post when he tried a flying tackle on Flair. Patera reaching out, makes the tag. Patera tags Dory Jr., and that's what Patera needed to do. He just hung in there with that power and managed to hang on to get over to Dory Funk Jr. Patera and Funk both pounding on Blackwell. Patera and Funk double teaming Blackwell. Here comes Flair. Oh, Funk flattens Flair. Hang on, him yells Flair to Blackwell. Blackwell and Flair double teaming Dory Funk Jr. Patera trying to regain his bearings on the apron. He took some punishment. Only that power, that strength, that resilience that he has allowed him to hang in there. Blackwell lines up the leg. Oh, a leg drop right into the knee of Dory Funk Jr. by Crusher Blackwell. Blackwell hanging on to Funk, and Flair with a kick to the back of the knee, and then a chop to the throat.
15 minutes have expired, 5 minutes left.
Patera in there trying to break up the figure four. Flair doggedly hanging on to the figure four leg lock. The referees chase Patera back. Funk caught in the figure four, right in the middle of the ring. This could be it. The figure four leg lock on Dory Jr. Jr. trying to roll it over. He might be able to reverse it if he can roll it over. Can Dory reverse the figure four leg lock on the world champion? Oh, he couldn't turn it. He couldn't turn it. If he could have turned it over and been on his stomach, the leverage would probably have belonged to Dory Funk Jr. He's trying it again. Trying to reverse the figure four. The crowd screaming, and Dory Jr. reverses it. Dory Jr. reverses the figure four. Flair rolls to the ropes. The referees will call for a break. Blackwell outside the ring, grabbing Funk by the throat. Here comes Patera. Patera after Blackwell. The referees again chase Patera back. Dory Jr. took a lot of punishment while he was in that figure four, though. He's limping, and Flair might have an advantage he can follow up on right here. Flair off the ropes, knee is blocked. Dory Jr. blocks the knee drop. He has the ankle. A forearm smash levels Flair, the spinning toe hold. The spinning toe hold by Dory Jr. on Flair. Here's Funk's opportunity. Here comes Blackwell. Here comes Patera. Blackwell and Patera, toe-to-toe. Dory Jr. with a spinning toe hold on Flair. They're the legal men in the ring. Flair and Funk. Funk dropped by Blackwell. Flair going outside the ring. Dory Jr. out after him on the floor. Patera and Blackwell inside the ring. Patera knocking Blackwell off his feet. Patera's leaving. Patera's running out. But Blackwell Blackwell leaving Patera out after him. Flair and Funk out on the floor, I don't know where. Blackwell, here comes Patera back.
That coward's running just like he did at the Checker Dome.
Blackwell for the bell.
Blackwell, the war's just begun.
Funk has a spinning toe hold on Flair outside the ring. Funk has a spinning toe hold on Flair outside the ring. Patera trying to find Blackwell. And I don't know what's happened. The referees may have counted everybody out of the ring. We'll try to get Terry Garvin.
Both wrestlers are counted out for fighting outside the ring.
Both counted out outside the ring, the count of 20. Dory Funk Jr. being pulled away by the referees. I don't know where Blackwell is. Patera's trying to find him. You can bet on that. And now Ric Flair is screaming. We're going to take another look at it. There goes Blackwell bailing out. Blackwell leaving Flair on his own. Ric Flair left on his own against Dory Funk Jr. And I guess it would have been Patera, except for the fact that Patera chased Blackwell to the dressing room. There's the action outside the ring. Dory Funk Jr. with that uppercut to Flair, dropping him. We're taking another look at it, and there it is, Ric Flair now holding the gold belt. The crowd yelling about Blackwell. Rick, your partner deserted you.
I've had enough of pedal cutter. I've had enough of St. Louis. And this time, the next time I'm in this town, whoever it is going to learn what it means to pay the price to be in the ring with the world champion. I'm tired of tag matches. I'm tired of being ganged up on. Ric Flair is the man. He's the world champion. And he doesn't take anything off anybody. And Dory Funk Jr. is going to find that out when I get my shot.
Ric Flair, well, he had a rough day today. So did Blackwell. It was a wild one. Let's try to get the official time, if we can, from Mickey Garagiola.
In 17 minutes and 5 seconds, referee counts all 4 wrestlers out. The match is a draw.
Get him out of here.
We're trying to restore some sort of order. Dory Funk Jr. came back out. And now Ric Flair. Dory Jr. inviting him to step back into the ring. We may have to get some referees back to break the two apart. Here comes Ed Warren back to try and pull the two apart. Ed Warren, he's got a tough job now trying to keep them apart. Flair dumps Funk, and there's Flair and Funk ended right in the middle of the ring. Flair and Funk battling inside the ring, an uppercut by Funk, drops Flair. They're at it again, Flair and Funk. For all we know, Patera and Blackwell might be battling out on Lindell Boulevard.